Alright guys, welcome back again to the channel. As usual, back to let you know some more stories happening in the camp of the Super Eagles as we prepare for that game against Jamaica tomorrow. So what I've noticed in the camp is that we are not complete. We are not up to the required number. Of course, we saw a couple of players, two players specifically, who couldn't make it into the UK because of visa issue. The first one, Amaso Basogie, we talked about him. The news or the excuse was clear out there in the media. But then there's Crisantos Uche, who also didn't show up. No reason was given previously, but it was just a few hours ago that we realized that it's also the same reason as not being able to sort out visa issues. So this is what is coming out right now from a very close source who actually said that we should disregard, or that Nigerian fans should disregard, any rumor that they are seeing online that Uche Crisantos is not interested in playing for the Super Eagles, because apparently that has circulated to some extent and among the fans, and some of the fans even believe that Uche Crisantos, for not showing up, probably doesn't take it seriously. But this person is saying that no, the man is dying to be there in camp, but it was just impossible because they couldn't sort out the visa issue. But aside from that, AHMED Musa, who missed training yesterday, has also reportedly left the camp because he has a wedding to plan. He has a wedding on the 1st of June. He's getting married. I think this is probably going to be his maybe third or fourth time that he's getting married, because I know AHMED Musa has a wife before. I think he has two wives. But again, you cannot tell a man how to live his life, and he's obviously a Muslim, and Muslim are okay with marrying a lot of wives provided you have the money to take care of them. So that's actually the reason right now that have come out, or part of the reason that have come out, as what AHMED Musa told with Coach Chelle for him to get that excuse. So he reportedly left yesterday. Didn't make the training yesterday, of course, and then left, I think, towards afternoon, evening, or thereabout. So if you look at the list of players that are on ground now, they are not necessarily complete in terms of the people that were invited. But early on in the previous video, I mentioned that Super Eagles youngster, 21-year-old Benjamin Frederick, was actually training with the boys, and the report right now is that he is eligible to play because Coach Chelle has decided to use him to replace Uche Crisantos, who didn't make it into London. So if you see Benjamin Frederick play a match tomorrow, then don't be surprised, because he's now the new replacement for Uche Crisantos. And I must say it's something. Is a big blessing for this young man, 21-year-old, and he gets his first call up. It's not so direct, but however it is, indirect, or you come in to fill the void left by someone who was called as a primary player. A call up is still a call up. If he goes on to make it a debut tomorrow, it will be in the books that he has capped for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So big congrats to the man. And what actually made it even easier was the fact that he plays for Brentford City, and the training facility, hotel, everything is actually close to Brentford City. The training facility is in fact in Brentford City Stadium, community stadium. So that kind of facilitated why he got this call up to replace Uche Crisantos. But aside from these guys that are missing, I think we still have a really strong squad to go on out and get the Unity Cup trophy, tomorrow against Jamaica. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be easy, because of course, if you'd seen Jamaica play, you'd know that these guys they're also very exciting to watch. They have a lot of youngsters. They are quick, they are energetic, but maybe one thing that will be lacking in their game is experience. But again, take nothing away from this, guys. It's going to be really interesting. Moving away from that, guys, Victor Osimhen's Galatasaray are actually playing their last match of the season today against Istanbul Besiktasar. So as I'm recording this video now, they are in the 87th minute, and Victor Osimhen has just scored a goal now. He scored in the 81 minutes, and so good, so refreshing to see Victor Osimhen continue to score week in, week out. It gives me a lot of joy. I'm sure it gives a lot of Nigerian fans a lot of joy. So Galatasaray are winning 2-0. Dries Martins scored in the 17 minutes via a penalty, which, if you think about it, Osimhen could have gotten 2 goals because he's rightfully the penalty taker. But I'm guessing he left it for his friend Dries Martins to play. But he's been rewarded again. He scored in the 81 minutes, as I said. And if you check the total goal tally right at this point in the in the league for Victor Osimhen, he scored 26 goals. I think he had 25 goals previously. So this one goal now makes him 26 goals. And there's no doubt he's going to win the highest goal scorer award this season, because the second person that is close to him is Patek, and Patek has 21 goals. So it's going to be hard for Patek to get 5 goals, assuming Osimhen doesn't score again before this match. And is it going to be that easy for someone to get 5 goals in a match? It's not easy. So it's more or less a wrap-up for Victor Osimhen, in terms of the Golden Boot award. So this is very, very interesting. And of course, Osimhen, the fans will really want to kill him with love today because they are playing on their home soil, and this is technically his last game for them. And after this, he will leave Galatasaray and return back to Napoli, which is his parent club. But Napoli do not want to keep him. They want to sell him immediately, to make money and probably invest in another player. And if, as you know, Napoli had a really successful season this recently concluded season. They won the Italian Serie A just at the dying minutes, winning Inter Milan with one point margin. But Conte is not relaxing. He's not settling under the euphoria or happiness of winning the league. He wants to strengthen his squad, and the report now is that he's looking at strengthening his squad with another Nigerian striker. So if Osimhen is leaving, then another player is entering to fortify the attacking areas if everything works the way Conte wants it. So it's reported that his number one choice, or the person that tops his list in terms of transfer for this summer, is Ademola Lookman. According to this reporter, Conte has told the club that he wants them to do whatever it takes to bring Ademola Lookman to Napoli. So in this journalist's own word, he said, "We can confirm that Lookman is Conte's number one target." And then he goes on to say, the Atlanta player is the first name, his big dream for the left flank. This is what he has said. But if Napoli are going to make that deal to pull through, then they will have to know that they will spend a lot of money. Lookman is not cheap. Atlanta are holding out for 60-65 million euros for Ademola Lookman. But Napoli is also a big club. I mean, they can afford that. We've seen them buy players who are even way more expensive. This guy, McTominay, I think it was more expensive than that. So it's a deal that I think they could put through. But it's not just about Napoli. I'm wondering, is this going to be a good move for Ademola Lookman? Because he is already a hero in the other side of the town, Atlanta, because of what he did for them. Making history, winning the European title after several decades for the club, and they love him so much, they appreciate him. Is it going to be a good idea for him to now switch side and still play in the same league and now become like a direct rival to the Atlanta Football Club? For me, I do not think that might be the best idea, to still remain in the league after creating history with one club. But Ademola Lookman has a big choice to make. It's not only limited to just Napoli. The report is also that he has a lot of interest coming in from Premier League club sides, and to some extent clubs in the Ligue 1, PSG specifically. So it's going to be a huge summer for him, as he makes his decision for for where he's going to play from next season.